things. We're going to do a check. Last I was here about a week and a half ago, this nuke did not have a queen. This is a nuke that we created from a supersedure cell. And so I want to check if the queen has emerged. She should have by now mated, and we should be seeing some brood here. And then we'll do just like a quick check on this nuke right here, just to see how they're progressing, because this was a walkaway nuke that we did about a month or so ago. So first things first, I wanted to actually just give a quick check here. And we're going to take a look and see what we're dealing with. Alright, so they actually have not been drinking a lot of the water. This is about a week old. Now, in the event that this hive is queenless, what I do plan on doing is combining this one into this one. One of the most important things is that for winter specifically, we want to make sure that the colonies are very strong. And as we're getting into September, it's really, really important to start looking and to see how they're kind of setting up for winter. So we'll make sure that, we'll do that as part of the inspection. So we have some, take our apivar, and it looks like they did a little bit of propolis on it, so we'll clear that off. We'll put that here for a moment. Do our check and see what's happening. Alright. So you can see the population is it's not that strong, right? We don't have a lot of bees covering here. My understanding is, I watched in one video, I don't know how accurate that is, but if they're doing a certain type of fanning, they're indicating that they're queenless. But it's always good to just test and see it in person, because one of the things we're going to look for is to see any signs of brood, etc. And one of the, obviously the most important things is if they're going to start becoming laying workers. That's a big problem, and that means that as a last ditch effort to try to save the colony, the actual workers will start laying eggs, and what they end up doing is actually laying drone, so male. So a lot of male cells will get laid, and then what will happen is essentially the colony will just pretty much die. Yeah, so we have like an empty supersedure cell here, a lot of pollen, a lot of see, they try to build. This is what a supersedure cell normally would be. If they had eggs, they would put an egg in there and then convert that to a queen. But we can just see a lot of pollen. So these spots right here are the pollen, and a lot of nectar. And normally this is where the brood would be. So it would give you kind of this archway look. But again, they are queenless. Confirmed. So we gotta do some corrective action. But for now, I'll just put this back together just to make sure that they're gonna stay in a little bit of a calm state, because they're gonna start to buzz around, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we'll give it a little smoke, make sure that they're doing okay. Alright, this hive was a supersedure. So we actually took a queen cell from another hive, and we just want to check to see if the queen emerged and if she's laid any eggs. In which case, what we'll do is we'll consolidate these two boxes together and just make sure that they're strong enough to survive winter. One of the interesting ones, this is a newer, these are cutouts from an older colony that I have. They do not propolize as bad as these girls do. Alright, so let's take a quick look. See if we're seeing anything. So that is not anything exciting. That was just pretty much some propolis. So this is where we had the queen cell come out of. And we put some brood in there as well. So this is not a great sign. So you could actually see, I'm going to be very gentle, but this is the queen cell right here. And it hasn't been opened yet. So that, once that opens, the queen will be taking her mating flight. We have some hive beetles floating around, which is annoying. But she'll take her mating flight, and then she will start laying some eggs. So I think we are probably a week or so from that happening still. But we don't have a lot of bees here at all, which is not a great thing. So I'm gonna have to consolidate these two together. And then this way, when she emerges, she'll have good space, she'll have what she needs to hopefully succeed. So we don't need all of these frames, because we have some frames here, then they haven't really done much with these frames. Okay. We still have a good amount of bees right here. Move the, getting smoked out. So I'm just going to pick one of these frames, and I'll take out this frame out. There's nothing really happening here. So just shake the bees out. We'll move queen cell. Got jammed a little bit. Okay. We just want to be very gentle. We don't want to shake the queen. So I'm going to move that over here. And we'll do a little cross genetics. These are actually very, much darker bees. Even though they came from the same yard. So we'll just shake these bees off. Come on, girl. And out of my leg, thank you. And now I'm going to give them about a week. I'll close this up and I'll give them a week to get to get sorted out. So we'll come back in a week. Thank you.